What's up, guys? Welcome to Cinefanatics. My name is Robert Adams, and I am here today with the review for the new 2018 remake of Suspiria. This is going to be a spoiler-free review. What I'm going to do right now is briefly just go over how I did this makeup job for the thumbnail. If you clicked on this video, you saw the thumbnail, you saw this, so that's how I'm going to do it. If you want to skip past that and just go straight to the review, I will put the time code link down at the bottom just to skip past all of this and just find out exactly what were my thoughts on the movie. But if you want to see how to recreate this, basically, just keep watching. I'm going to make my face look like Susie's friend Sarah from the original Suspiria movie. Sarah looks kind of like this. That's what I'm gonna kind of do here, and as you can see, I've already taken like a makeup pencil and I've drawn lines on me as to kind of mimic where she has like cut lines on her, just because I want a basis to kind of know where cuts and stuff's gonna happen. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to quickly just kind of make all of my face and everything just look a little more dead. So I'm going to use like a little bit of white makeup just to bleach out my face a little. So the next thing I want to do is I want to set this, which that means is using like a setting powder over it. That way it kind of creates a barrier. Okay, there we go. So next what I'm going to do is I want to use a rainbow wheel. I just want to use the red out of this to just, again, go back over the marks that I had made that you can, you can still kind of see them. And I want to, again, re-highlight those. Kind of want to use a bruise wheel to kind of, to help make it look like actual, like right now I just look like I have like kind of a white face with red marks on it. I kind of want to use this just to help show that some damage has been done to my face. So I'm going to use a little bit of the bruise wheel. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone through with like a little bit of toilet paper and I've kind of just blotted these down so it wasn't so thick, heavy lines. Now you've got like basically smears. This is going to be good just because it shows like the effect of like more of just going out to the skin rather than just a big heavy line just in one little area. The next thing I want to do is I want to take some of the red makeup and I kind of want to just do like almost just like really messy lines just around the eyes. Okay, so yeah, it was just supposed to be messy, and then I used the paper towel to kind of like mute it down or so. So now it's just a big mess of like red around my eyes. The next thing I just want to go through kind of with some like fake blood and just kind of highlight these areas so it just actually looks more like a wound now. And then she had a big gash across the bottom of the neck. Okay, so that's roughly gonna be it. I mean, I'm not professional makeup artist, as you can tell, but I mean, this is still gonna look pretty spooky. I am gonna do kind of like how the image had like a blue film over it. I am going to kind of blue my face out with the light, and that'll be the reference for the thumbnail. Now, in the actual movie, you can also tell, again, looking at that reference image, she does have what looks like fake eyes on her, with like needles sticking in them. Yeah, I'm not going to put needles in my eyes. I kind of would like to be able to see and film future videos. So instead of that, what I'm going to do is just hold my eyes wide open, and then when I do the thumbnail and stuff, I'll just digitally edit some needles in. I know that's a cheap way to go, but hey, I like editing stuff in like Final Cut when making videos, so that'll be a fun thing to do still. So yeah, this is gonna be the look that I'm gonna go with, and yeah, we'll see how this looks in the thumbnail. Alright, so I just got back from seeing Suspiria. I'm still trying to kind of wrap my head around what it was exactly I saw. I absolutely loved the original Suspiria. Dario Argento did a fantastic movie. It is a classic piece of giallo horror. The colors are gorgeous, the set, the scenery, everything is vibrant, it's beautiful, it's a gorgeous piece of work. So, a remake of Suspiria has been in the making kind of for a while now. At one point, David Gordon Green was supposed to be directing it, in which case he was like known for Pineapple Express. And yeah, well, so for some reason that didn't work out, and I don't know, David Gordon Green directing a horror movie, never mind. So again, I'm still thinking, why Suspiria need to be remade? That is a perfect movie. No one's going to be able to top that. But it was still being made, and I had no idea who was in charge of it. And this was like years ago. I think that the movie was actually announced and in production back in 2016. So I had no idea what was going on with it, and I didn't have high hopes. Last year, one of the top movies at the Oscars was Call Me By Your Name from director Luca Guadagnino. And it was a great movie. Had beautiful visuals. It had a perfect, like the countryside was just gorgeous. The shots, everything was beautiful. Come to find out that Luca Guadagnino is now the one who's going to be directing the Suspiria remake. All of a sudden, I feel a lot better about that, because Suspiria is a visually heavy movie. And Luca Guadagnino proved that he had that eye for those kinds of visuals from Call Me By Your Name. So I thought it was in great hands, and I was actually now starting to look forward to seeing his take on Suspiria. I know that one of the things, like kind of the differences between Argento and Guadagnino, is Argento was very good at mastering like the colors, the exact shot type of thing. Guadagnino is a master, I would say, at like the scenery, the whole space, getting everything in at once. And he does that. He did that great in Call Me By Your Name. He does it beautifully in Suspiria as well. The music on this movie was done by Thom Yorke from Radiohead. I like his take on the music for this. You could hear all the weirdness and stuff through his audio. There was also a nice little, I want to say, it felt like in the same vein as the music from the original Suspiria, which was done by the band Goblin. Which Goblin was also famous for doing the music for the original Dawn of the Dead. There seemed to be themes kind of consistent with what Goblin did in the original one. But overall, the music was very good. It set the mood, set the tone, and felt like it was like a living beast of that movie. The acting of this, I've seen Dakota Johnson like in a couple of movies. Unfortunately, one of them was the first 50 Shades of Grey. But I think this one, without going into spoilers, with what happens with her character throughout the course of the movie, how her character changes and evolves, and from being like the shy American girl coming to the German dance studio to what happens by the end of the movie, it's kind of amazing to see her just take on that presence, take on that goal. Tilda Swinton did a fantastic job in this movie. This isn't going to be much of a spoiler, just because, I mean, it's kind of public knowledge, but there's a psychoanalyst therapist in this movie. That is Tilda Swinton under a lot of makeup. And I knew that she was in that, doing that role. But when I first saw him, I didn't think that was her. And it wasn't until like much later in the movie you get a good shot of his eyes and you can see Tilda Swinton in there. But that makeup job alone deserves an Oscar. If it's not nominated for an Oscar just for best makeup, I will be absolutely shocked. I don't think I've ever seen a better like makeup transformation of a woman playing a man in a movie. I don't think it's possible. If you've seen one, or if there's one I'm possibly forgetting, let me know down in the comments, because I mean, this one was fantastic. Overall, this movie this is quite different than the original. Here's the thing with this movie. I would say, in my opinion, whatever you know of the original movie, forget about it. You've got Susie comes to a German dance studio led by Madame Blanc and Helena Marcos and whatever. You know that they're all witches. Yeah. That's about it. That's about as much of the original that's in here. But at the same time, being a fan of the original, it kind of helps you understand and get through this movie. If you didn't know anything of the original, I have a feeling that because of the way it's shot, the way it moves around, you would probably be easily confused. Some of this, it looked like it was kind of hard to take in exactly what was going on and why what was important. That being said, I would say that to watch this movie, you may actually have to watch the original. My overall opinion of this movie, it was a good movie, it was a weird movie, it's definitely going to throw people for a loop. I think it was beautifully shot. I think the screenplay for this was beautifully done. It's just something that you really have to wrap your head around. This is not a simple just go to a movie with a tub of popcorn and enjoy an escape. This is a thought movie. Later on down the line, my initial opinion is going to change. How I feel about it right now, having just seen the movie, I just got out of there probably about 20 minutes ago. I have a feeling my opinion on this is going to change. It's going to require another viewing. Let's say, on a scale of 5 Jessica Harpers, I'll give this movie 4 Jessica Harpers. Jessica Harper was the original Susie Bannion. She does have a small role in this new one. But yeah, I would say about 4 out of 5 Jessica Harpers. I think it was a very well done movie, and again, my opinion might change on this. I wouldn't say this is going to be one of my favorite movies of the year. As far as the movie as it is a beautiful movie. It is beautifully shot, beautifully done. It is very much worth your time. Seeing it in a theater, very much would recommend that, just because it's a giant visual feast. So that's going to be it for this review. I hope you enjoyed the makeup session at the beginning. If you liked it, let me know. Drop some comments. If there's anything else as far as makeup you want to see, like I said, I know I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I definitely would like to continue to expand and dabble in that, learn how to do it. I've got some ideas for makeup type stuff for this channel, so we'll see what comes of that. And speaking of this channel, we are the Cinefanatics. Again, my brother doesn't like horror movies. I absolutely love them. So when it comes to horror movies, I do the reviews and everything for it. If you like this review, check out the other stuff on our channel. Go ahead and hit like on this video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you know what? Thanks for viewing this video anyways. Feel free to hit dislike. If you didn't like it, leave us a comment. Let me know why you didn't like it. We're a brand new channel, and we very much appreciate when people tell us what worked, what didn't work, so we can kind of get a feel for what our audience is. And I want this channel to be able to grow with the people who are watching it. So you're watching a brand new channel in its infancy. I'm hoping this channel grows to something big in the future, and it would be awesome if you're following along with us on that. Drop comments. We like to talk to people in the comments section on there. Of course, subscribe to this. I mean, that's the root of everything on YouTube, is subscribe. Let us know you like us by deciding to follow our videos, our format that we do with these. Share this with your friends, family. Let them know. Do you know anyone who's interested in seeing Suspiria? Show them this video. See what they think of it. Anyways, that's going to be it. Again, I'm Robert Adams with the Cinefanatics, and I will see you later.